I'm Matthew Leesburg. Today on Lincoln Now, new movies, charity work, and more. Find Lincoln Now on Instagram.
Live from Gahanna, WGLH-TV presents Lincoln Live with Taylor Braun and Audrey Laser.
Today, working together to improve lives of students, the relationship between our teachers union and administration.
Valentine's Day is next week. Some events to get you ready.
And preparing to compete. Our underwater robotics students are getting ready.
Lincoln Live starts now.
Good morning, Lincoln. I'm Taylor Braun.
And I'm Audrey Laser.
Hey, Audrey, I know it might be early, but do you have any idea what you want to do when you're older?
I'm still not sure. How about you?
Well, I mean, it took me a while to figure it out, but I'm hoping to go into early education and become an elementary school teacher.
Wow, that's so cool. Speaking of teachers, I think we have a story about the teachers union.
Yes, the teacher unions play a crucial role in the education system, advocating for the rights and needs of educators while ensuring that students receive a high-quality education.
These unions provide a collective voice for teachers, enabling them to negotiate better work conditions, fair wages, and benefits.
By supporting teachers, unions contribute to a more stable and effective learning environment.
Our Sage Fogel has the story on the Gahanna Jefferson Education Association and all they do for our schools.
The Gahanna Jefferson Education Association is in place to establish and maintain helpful and friendly relationships within the school community. They help to set the educational objectives of the local school system as well as the state.
Our teachers' unions all across Ohio are incredibly important for fighting for public education and for telling our legislators what they need for our students to be successful in the classroom. That's really the value of professional organizations. It's not just about them, it's about what the students need and what schools need and what public education needs.
Everything the GJEA does behind the scenes often goes unnoticed, but everything they do helps to create the best environment possible for our staff and students.
I work on behalf of the teachers, making sure that the contract is followed. That's kind of what tells teachers what they can and cannot do. I work with a lot of people at central office, like the superintendent, the treasurer, and things like that, just to make sure rules are followed. I'm also just a point person for teachers to come to if they have questions that have to do with their job, their benefits, their salary, things like that. Anytime there are laws that change for teachers, like Senate Bill 29 when that came out about the computers and what we could and could not do with data and privacy, that's all part of what I do, is just make sure that teachers are informed and up to date on it.
The GJEA, like all teacher unions, fight for students and educators to have the best public schools possible.
Our goal every year is to protect the contract and also make sure that teachers have a safe environment that we can do our job be the best at doing our job. When teachers are free to be the best they can be, it does nothing more than help students be the best that they can be.
Okay, if you read too fast, you could have missed that.
The purpose of this organization is to be the representative body that speaks for teachers and students of Gahanna.
So the GJEA, the teachers union, what it does is it provides collective bargaining, which means that collectively the entire teachers of the district can bargain with administration for our teaching work conditions, our student conditions, buildings and cleanliness and course offerings, and our salary and benefits. So without GJEA, I would be bargaining by myself and we would have much weaker bargaining powers.
The answer to a system is a point.
Educator working conditions are student learning conditions, so working for our educators helps to make our schools the best they can be. This is Sage Fogel for Lincoln Live.
With NHS applications due soon, many students are trying to get in their community service. There's a large variety of different events or things you can do to get in these 10 hours. Here's Mrs. Gleek with a few ideas to help you out.
Community service and volunteering is when you're giving up your time with no compensation for yourself. So, things that would count would be if you were volunteering with Grin for a food drive, or if you were participating in your sport and you were putting on an event for youth to teach them how to play your sport. As long as your sport didn't require you to be there, that would be volunteering. You could volunteer at the public library, you could volunteer at local churches or community centers.
Attention seniors, there are only 2 more months to order your caps and gowns. You need to register your measurements, activate your account, and make the payment. You can scan this QR code or go to gradmidwest.com.
Next Friday is Valentine's Day, and the Student Council has planned a Spirit Week. Wear black on Monday for anti-Valentine's, pajamas on Tuesday for comfy core day, Wednesday wear your Valentine status, white if you're single, pink if it's complicated, and red if you're taken. Lastly, on Thursday, it's a pink out. Oh look, our curly-headed friend joins us in the studio today.
Oh yes, it's Ava.
She has she's news about Chinese New Year celebrations around the school.
Hey guys! Chinese New Year celebrations are still taking place in Gahanna. Last night was a celebration open to the community where there were arts, crafts, and tea tasting. Many younger students in the Chinese learning program attended to learn more about Chinese culture and what the New Year means. We talked to Mrs. Tan for more information about this exciting event.
And we just celebrate our Chinese New Year's event in clubhouse. That we have the chopstick sections and calligraphy sections, and we have the paper cuttings, and we have the tea sections, which is most everybody's alike, and we also have one of them is the snake section, paper cuttings, because this year is.
The Chinese New Year celebrations continue. Yesterday, the Chinese classes made dumplings to celebrate the Lunar New Year. They started off by rolling out the dough and using a filling that consisted of corn and pork. From there, they pinched the dumplings to seal them so they'd be ready to be cooked. We spoke to Zara Cooper to hear her thoughts on this activity.
Basically, what we're doing is we're just like immersing ourselves in the culture, because a lot about Chinese class is us working with the culture and like learning more than just the words. And learning about Chinese New Year just helps us like obviously understand the culture more and just help us have more passion for understanding the language.
And now for a celebration of creativity and culture. Students from various classes have come together to create stunning artwork in honor of Chinese New Year. This vibrant display showcases their hard work and imagination. Bringing together a mix of styles and mediums, we spoke to ceramics teacher Mr. D about what this display truly means. Make sure to stop by and admire the work.
Hello, Lincoln. So this advocative display above me is the result of an interdisciplinary collaboration on the Lunar New Year celebrations between students from the Chinese, EL, and sculpture classes. Advocacy is everything, and there are multiple ways to advocate. Advocacy, however, should be positive, in a celebration of what we have and where we can go. And that's exactly what this is. This is a celebration of culture, of art, of our program, and our students. So if you have a chance, please come down and see our multicultural display, and Happy New Year.
That's all from me today. Sending it back to Taylor and Audrey for some more news.
Thanks, Ava. Our underwater robotics team is hard at work and already preparing for their competition. The tasks they will be competing at in the competition and the scoring has just been released, and they are hard at work getting ahead and overcoming obstacles. We talked to underwater robotics Sage Livers for more details.
Our competition will be around May, but we're trying to get everything ready a couple months before then. So we're hoping the ROV's done like completely in April. And so recently, like a couple weeks ago, the tasks for the mission that we'll be competing in came out. So we can look at the task and then pick and choose, like we can do most of this task and then we can do this task, because we have to do them in like a specific order so that the judges give us points for preparedness. So we went over those, and then we'll also start preparing who's going to be on deck at competition. So now that we know the tasks, we know what we need to start building.
Athletic accomplishments are special and major milestones for many of our students here at Gahanna Lincoln. Last night, another special accomplishment was reached by 5 of our student athletes.
Last night, Daniel Apoku, Emmanuel Anyakiak, Tajon Burns, Jaden Gwynn, and Rachel Bartley all signed and intend to continue their athletic and academic journey to the next level.
Congrats to all of you and your families. Well, we've come to the end of our show.
Yes, tune in tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.